What is up, y'all? I cannot believe we're already halfway through this week. It's all going by so fast. It's Wednesday when I'm recording this, but you probably won't see it until Thursday, which brings up a point. I've been uploading my videos like after I make them at night when I get home from work, but for some reason lately they've just been like taking all night to upload. And I don't know whether it's because I need to like keep my phone, like babysit it and keep the screen open and it just uploads faster if I do that, but I've been going to bed while it's still uploading and then waking up in the morning and it's like still uploading. So my rhythm has been off. I don't know if it's throwing your viewing rhythm off. I'm sorry if it is. I know I have like my own, like I like to watch my favorite YouTubers in the morning when I have my coffee. And so, yeah, if I'm not here for you for your coffee, I'm sorry. But yeah, hopefully we can like get this video uploaded promptly this evening. Hope everybody's doing well. While we're talking shop, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You know, if you regret it later, you can always unsubscribe, but I think you'll be happy and you'll stick around. Yeah, help me grow the channel. I'm trying to get my messages out. So by subscribing, it helps me get into the algorithm and it helps these messages get to other people who could benefit. Same for likes, comments, shares, any actions that you take are super helpful. And then if you don't know what to say, you can always leave some emojis in the comments below. But I always love hearing about what's resonating for you guys, what things have played out lately, you know, and like when you're keeping me in the loop, like I love hearing about it. Like there are several of you that I feel like you drop me a line often and it's like I'm like involved in your story now. So I'm hoping that everybody is doing well and things are, you know, oh my gosh, like I feel like the solar eclipse started a domino effect that is still like, there's still sparks popping off. I don't think everything is settled quite into place yet, but you may still be coming up against some surprises and some twists and turns. So solidarity with you. I feel like, I mean, I know the message the other day was that the worst is behind us. I kind of got a surprise today that I wasn't expecting, but I think that was my worst behind me. The ego death is official. That's just more dead than dead. But I'm here and I'm making it. So I love our reading for today, though. I think that it is comforting and reassuring. We got from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, harmony, followed by power, followed by balance. And so remember, the eclipses are either taking things away that are no longer in alignment so that things are in alignment that could come in, or eclipses are activations and catalysts, and they might actually bring in opportunities for things that you've already kind of been putting an effort in and an effort forth in. Underneath harmony, we got Queen of Pentacles. Underneath power, we got Six of Pentacles. And underneath balance, we got Ace of Cups. And so this reading as a whole, I feel that it's saying like, we're coming into focus as our new selves. And so we are coming into harmony with things that are in alignment with us. We're getting grounded in this new sense of self, in this new level of consciousness and self-worth. And there's a lot of potential for great fertility to spring forth in our life with, you know, the things that we put our hand to and the seeds that we want to sow. I think that there is a lot of stability and security and, you know, things being grown right now. But the harmony card with this card, it's like sometimes the Queen of Pentacles is known as the catch of the deck. So in this regard, I'm thinking that, and it's next to the balance and power, Six of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. It's like we're being guided to hold out for things, for the thing that's coming that's really in alignment, that's got true value, true lasting security, that can nurture you, that's going to be committed, and that's going to be consistent and like secure emotionally, physically, materially, like, you know, well balanced. The Queen of Pentacles is very well balanced. She's a well balanced, she's well balanced on an emotional level. She's very grounded. Earth mother energy, very nurturing, good at like putting her hands to things and being productive and efficient and successful. So things are harmonizing. And if you're looking for, if you're like still looking for your person, your soulmate, then that person is coming. Hold out for the right person, the person that you really like, that's really the catch, that sees your value too. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for something that's not quite right. Don't settle for less than what you deserve. Don't settle for anything outside of your boundaries, right? Don't compromise on your core needs and your core desires for yourself. Know what your deal breakers are and what your preferences are, right? And your non-negotiables. But have the power and the strength to hold out for something that gives you an equal give and take. The Six of Pentacles talks about equal exchange. So I can't remember, the North Node is moving out of Taurus and into Aries. And so it's been highlighting all the things that we value, right? In Taurus, the things that we truly value. And now that it's shifting back into Aries, it's like, what do we value in regard to ourselves? Like, what do we value for ourselves? What do we feel like we deserve? You know, this is our, a different level of self-worth and sense of deserving. Right? And so we might be tested. We might be tested to see where we'll compromise, where we'll settle, and we're not going to. You're going to wait for opportunities and jobs and people and friends and lovers and suitors and partners, right? Who are giving you the same investment and the same quality of energy and attention that you are investing also, right? No matter what you're putting your focus and your energy and your time into, those things are finite and precious. And so we are the only person, you are the only person that's going to make sure that your best interests are being sought after. Not your parents, not the person that you love, not your best friend, not your boss, not your coworkers. Everyone is looking out for their best interests, and everyone has an ulterior motive. And most people still have a motive and an agenda, even when they think they have your best interests at heart. They're still thinking that they're perceiving it the way that they think it should be, and they're projecting. So you, in the end, are responsible for the life that you experience. And the only person that's going to give you permission to do that is you. The only person that's going to follow up and make sure that you're being taken care of is you. If you're lucky, maybe somebody else will. Maybe you have a good person around that's going to put themselves, you know, their desires second and think about you first. But you can't live life expecting that to be the case. So you have to make sure that you're saying no to things that aren't offering you what you deserve or what you're ready for. Now, also in the professional sense, understand that you have to pay your dues. Me and someone were talking tonight. He's a drawing professor. I work with him. And he, like, got reprimanded for giving just, like, basic critical, like, feedback as an art teacher to the student. And the student cited that they were being bullied. And this was just basic, like this needs work, like, kind of thing. Like, it's just a teacher doing their job. So the level of entitlement and, like, self-grandiosity, like, let's all get it in check. Let's get grounded. But more than likely, if you're here, you're probably, like, a grounded person. So I just needed to caveat that. But we need to make sure that we're realistic about what we're bringing to the table, right? Because we also want to offer high value. We want to give our best, right? But because we are giving our best, then that means that we need to hold out for someone who's matching our energy. If we're not giving our best, if we're showing up at, like, a lukewarm level, we're going to attract other people who aren't really giving their best and showing up at a lukewarm level too. So you want to be in the state of what you want to harmonize with, because that's what you're calling in right now. So it's important that you use your strength and willpower and all of your self-mastery to keep that mindset of the Queen of Pentacles right now. Keep that sense of self-worth like the Queen of Pentacles. Keep your integrity and your routines and your ambition on fleek like the Queen of Pentacles. Stay focused, stay devoted to your routines and your dreams. If you get distracted or let somebody else steer you off course because they want to, like, get you on their project, or they're like, do me a favor and work on this for me, please. Like, yeah, you're gonna feel like you're gonna waste time that you could have been using, and it's going to be a form of self-abandonment to fawn and take care of others from a place of codependency. So stay focused on you. Stay very strong. Right now, it's vital that we keep our balance. Keep our balance. So temperance has continuously come up, and it's all about using everything that we've learned up until this point to get through what, like, the stage of life is presenting us. It's performance time, right? So rehearsals are over. We are the new self. This is the new story starting. This is the new timeline. The stage has presented, and it's performance time. So now it's time to give that graceful performance that all of our work has been for, right? And what people don't see and what's not obvious when you are getting through a moment of challenge, or while you are meeting challenges at this new level, you don't see all the pain and the discipline and the sacrifice that went into the beauty of the performance now, as you might find yourself navigating through what may have been impossible before. Like, maybe you're finding, like, wow, I see how graceful I'm coming through this, but thank you, God, that you've brought me this far, that I've come this far from where I used to be, So it's not that, we're not being tested or challenged right now. It's not that we never get tired as we're pursuing the things that we dream for. But it's just about finding that way of keeping that emotional resilience. And so we do have Ace of Cups down here. And so I think that, there's a new emotional renewal coming, and great potential for new relationships and new opportunities. And, like, all of these butterflies spilling out of the cup, like, good things are coming. New love, new creativity, new relationships, new friendships, new potential romantic partners. But with a flurry of new opportunities, you have to exercise judgment and choice and self-control and self-mastery. And so we're doing that dance right now of trying to balance a lot of different areas within our lives. We're trying to approach things in a balanced way. You know, we're not trying to act in extreme fashions right now. We want to restrict, as we're taught in Kabbalah, that we don't want to be reactive in life to the changing winds. We want to be able to be consistent and eternal within, to have a state of cause consciousness where you can pause and you can say, okay, I feel and I see things happening to me and around me and for me right now, but I'm not going to take an action based on my animalistic responses. I'm not going to take an action from fear, lack, doubt, desperation, wanting to control. When we restrict, we just slow ourselves down so we can observe ourselves and choose with our free will before we react on default setting impulsively, from a lower state of consciousness that's really just doing whatever it can in that moment to gratify the flesh, to ease the situation, to get out of the discomfort. It's about instant gratification rather than what's going to give the real value in the long term. What's going to be more, what's going to lend itself to creation and expansion and potential and elevation, you know, rather than what's going to be the instant reaction default setting that's going to end up being destructive in the end. So maintain your balance, maintain a balance of integrating your spiritual lessons into your physical material world so that you can embody them and so that they can become part of your new identity and your new consciousness, and you can rewrite these into your new patterns, new default settings that are positive and productive and constructive and based in love and certainty in the Creator. And in alignment with like our core authentic self and our purpose, where our soul is leading us now. So I think we're being led into direction. I think that we're not, things aren't very clear at the moment, and I think that's just part of what it's supposed to be like right now. It's part of the challenge of this part of the gauntlet, is to have this kind of like unknown factor. But the more we can try to stay in a state of serenity and trust that divine will carry us through, that's all we really can do. All right, be good to one another. I hope that y'all have a good day, and I will see you, let's see, what is tomorrow? Thursday. So I will try to do our video early because I'm going out for my mom's birthday tomorrow. But otherwise, I will see y'all tomorrow night if I don't see you tomorrow afternoon. Ciao.